Hey everybody, it's Rebecca. Give me 1 second. So, if you're checking in,
Hey everybody,
let
it's
me get this
Rebecca.
off. If you're checking in, I've had a pretty rotten day today. Um, just whatever can go wrong went wrong. I had a bad night last night, barely slept, was frustrated, stressed out, and oh my god, I didn't sleep well. I kept having nightmares. So then I wake up this morning and I received the worst news that I could have received. Um, Somebody very close to me, very dear to me, that I've known since I was 10 years old, passed away. And they were like family to me. And so that really hit me hard. And then my car is gone all day due to a family member using it. And they bring my car back to me, and I have a flat tire. So I don't have money right now to replace the tire. But then I was looking at the other tire, and the other tire has wear on the inside of the tire. So I've got two bad tires, but one is actually going flat. So if anybody wants to help out, I'm at my wit's end right now. Between that last night, having a death in my, I'm going to say in my family, and tires going flat, I feel like I'm just about to pop. Okay, so I'm asking you guys, please pray for me. Please pray for my family. I have been so depressed today. I mean, so depressed. Just this is something that hit me. I have known this person since I was living in a, let's say, a girl's home. Since I was 10 years old. I met them when they were 7, okay? And, some people become closer to you than family. And it's one of the hardest things when you don't know how they passed away and you don't know why, and they're younger than you. And it's not something you expect because you expect people that are younger than you to pass after you in life. I mean, never knew she had any problems at all because she never said she did. And, oh my God. Just, it's crazy, you guys. So please pray for me, pray for the family, and keep them in your prayers. I'm totally wrecked today. I'm totally wrecked by this. And then it's my daughter takes and uses the car and comes back and she calls me before she got home and said, Mom, hey, I got a flat. There's a nail in your tire or a screw. So got back and I took it to the gas station, put air in it, and all I hear is psst. So that air is coming out as fast as it can. So then I thought, you know what? I told Richard, I said, I'm going to go online. I said, I'm going to rant. I said, hopefully it'll make me feel better just to talk about it because when people are depressed, if you talk about how you're feeling and you talk about your emotions, then it's better for you than holding it in, right? So I'm going to challenge all y'all when things are going on in your life to get out there, talk to people, talk about it. Because if I hold this in, I'm going to explode. All right, so anyway, I am stressed out. If y'all know, the beginning of this month started off with a vet emergency and Penny at the vet. So that wiped me out financially for the whole month because that was a big bill that I had to pay all at one time. And then I don't need this, and it's only the 12th day of the month. Okay, so this is something that I can't do right now because this means I'm stuck. And I can't be stuck for 30 days, especially having a grandchild. I share the car with my daughter, however, she's not able to afford to fix it, so therefore, guess what? It's stuck to me. All right, so Richard, how are you doing today? You say you actually know how I feel. Yeah, it's one of those things. Man, I'm gonna tell you what. When you talk to so many people over and over and over and over and over and over and over all day long about what happened, it's rough, you know. I feel like I'm hanging in there, but I'm not hanging in there. I want to cry, but I don't want to cry. I want to scream, but I don't want to scream. This person was close to me. I knew them since they were 7 years old. Guys, I'm 55, okay? I knew them since I was 7, all right? I've known them all my life. And it's like they're 4 years younger than me. They should have gone after me, not before my time. Why good people? Why did bad things happen to good people? I don't know. But you know what? I don't blame God for that. I blame that old devil for doing things that are hurtful to people to see just how much they can take. And guess what? I'm going to call the devil a liar. Richard says, my friend that hung himself was younger than me by a few years. You're having a puff for me? I wish I could have a puff for me right now. And I don't even do that kind of stuff. But you know what? It might make me feel better. I hear it works. It was about a year ago and you still feel bad? Yeah. I'm not giving out any names or mentioning any people because it's respect for the family. Respect for the people that I care about. But it's okay to talk about it because it is something that's making me depressed. And it's okay to tell people that it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be sad. It's what I do with that sadness that's going to count. I'm just hurting, you guys. I'm hurting right now. Would have come on earlier, would have made videos today because, you know, it's Saturday. I had nothing better to do. I had nobody around all day, so I was like, okay, well, since I wasn't going to, I can. And then this starts. Let me tell you guys my dream last night. Oh my God. So I dreamed that I was on an airplane, all right? You know, I don't know who I was with. But I dreamed I was on an airplane and I was holding a little baby, right? I mean, the baby, maybe about a month, 2 months old. And I decided I was going to change seats in the airplane. So I was sitting next to somebody, I got up and I walked up and I sat next to somebody I thought I knew, right? And I'm looking down the aisle and I feel like the plane is veering, right? And then all of a sudden I feel like it's dropping, okay? And it was dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And the next thing I know, there was a fireball coming at me, okay? And I woke up. I'm going to tell you what, I freaked out. I woke up and I was like, what the heck did I just dream, right? It was the craziest dream, okay? I was trying to figure out what the meaning of that dream was because, you know, I don't understand meanings of dreams. I do know that if you die in your dream, it means your life is changing. Yeah, my life changed today, yeah. But I don't think that's a precursor. Usually it means that, and if you're not afraid, then it's a good thing. But if you're afraid, it's a bad thing. So I've been sitting here all day long thinking about that dream and what the meaning of it would have been. George, you said I have to wait until Monday when I get my new ATM card. George, I can wait until Monday because I can't get the car into a shop until Monday. I can't get it anywhere until Monday. And if I want to go and buy a spare tire, it's going to cost $50. I don't know how, because I don't have a jack for the spare that I have in the trunk of my car. So I was going to have a neighbor, but I don't have a jack. So now we're asking a neighbor because I don't have a jack. So I'm going to have to figure out how to keep air in the tire through tomorrow and then get it into a shop on Monday. Which is, I can't afford to be without a vehicle. And that's even if I can get it there because I might have to have it towed there. And the only thing I can tell you is I got roadside assistance, so that's the only thing I can tell you that I do have. But I don't know. I don't know if my insurance still covers my roadside assistance or not. You're talking about that Fix-A-Flat? I don't have any of that. And you know what? The last time I tried to put a patch in a tire, I made a bigger mess. I'm not mechanically inclined on fixing vehicles. That is just not me. If I were, in a long time ago when I was younger, you guys, I had a Grand Prix, right? I ripped that whole engine apart because it was leaking. I ripped the whole top of the engine off and put the whole thing back together, and it still ran. So I've done some things back in my days which I probably wouldn't do now. But back then, if I wanted to fix it, I figured it out. Now, because I have neuropathy in my fingers, I can't do those things anymore. It would be nice, but I can't feel my fingers. I can use them, but I can't feel them. So if I can't feel them and I end up hurting myself, I wouldn't know it. You had a 1990 Grand Prix? Those are some awesome cars. That one was old though. I was back in 1995. I owned that Grand Prix. So let me see here. I'll see if I can find a picture of it for you. Hang on. I'll show y'all what it looked like. Those were some awesome vehicles. Actually, maybe it wasn't a Grand Prix. What was it? Well, it looked kind of like this, but it was longer than this. It was a maybe no, it wasn't a Grand Prix. It was almost it almost resembled my my 94 what do you call it? Maybe it was a Grand Am. It was it resembled my what do you call it? My Queen Victoria, but it was different than my Queen Victoria. I loved that car though. It was an awesome vehicle. You woke up on the floor after falling in a dream? Sorry, you guys. I am a bit depressed, but hanging in there. Sometimes you wish you had a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Cool. Well, I've got the world's worst car. This car, I'm going to kill it before I fix it, I think. It is a Chevy Equinox. Okay? It's Chevy, I bought it. You know, it's supposed to be Chevy, not Ford. Chevy. Okay, so I bought this Chevy, and I have worked on it ever since October, all the way till about 4 months ago. I've been paying on fixing it, right? But the one thing I know is it's got a check engine light on, and I still have stuff I have to do with this car. It's got work. It's got to be done so I can get that check engine light out so that I can have the inspection done on it. Because, you know, it's got a safety and emissions inspection, but with a check engine light on, they're not going to pass it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the $100, it's a thing where you go and you pay $150 and through the DMV, and they give it a pass for a year. So I'll start saving so I can fix it. But I don't feel like putting it in the shop and spending like $3,000 on it. I'm just going to save up to fix it. Chevy Malibu? Let me see. I'm trying to remember what kind of car it was. Nope, it wasn't a Malibu. 1995. Well, mine was more like a 1987, so... It looked like this. Okay, here's what it looked like. And it was, here it is. I now know what it was. It was a Chevy Capri. It was 1987. So now I know what it looked like. Here you go. Mine was gray though. It looked like this, but it was gray. I drove that car from Fort Polk, Louisiana, all the way to, where you call it? I drove it from Fort Polk, Louisiana, all the way to California. And then it died in California. I'll tell you what, after I tried to fix it myself, I took it out on the road and it was blowing so much exhaust, I had to park it and then sell it because it had something busted and it just smoked up the whole road, so it was totally illegal. But I had fun. You should have seen me. Me, my 24-year-old self, 25-year-old self, yeah, perched up there on top of the car, ripping parts out of the engine. But back then, engines were a lot more simpler than they are today. They aren't the same now. Back then, you could actually take an engine apart and piece by piece and then put it back together. This day and age, these newfangled engines, you can't do nothing with them. You take one look at them and it's like 15,000 pieces that you just can't put together. It might be on the low water. It might be the low on water because that is what my mother had when she had a loaner car. No, mine's good with water. I had the, if you remember, I've had the water pump replaced. I've had the fans replaced, the radiator replaced. So I've had it checked and everything on that is good. So it's not low on any water or anything. I'm gonna tell you right now, when the check engine light codes were red, it says that it has a miss on number 1, and it also says that it has what do you call it? That it may be, but not totally sure, might be the what do you call it? Catalytic converter. So that could be a sensor. So I don't want to say that it's anything else because I really haven't had the issues that you would have with a catalytic converter. Yeah, you guys, I'm stressed and I probably won't sleep very well tonight. I'm depressed. It's like everything hit me all in one day. I guess all 3 bad things happened in one day. Nightmares, friends passing away, and I'm not going to go to a funeral, so I won't be able to go, even if I wanted to. I just don't have it to drive down to Florida. You had a Dodge Intrepid? Let me see. I've had a few Ford Explorers. My last Ford Explorer that I had, I call them Explorers. Now that one had a problem with the catalytic converter, and it was trying to come up a hill and it burned out right there on the hill. And that was one of the first cars I owned when I moved into where I'm at now. I had a Ford Explorer. It was probably the only car that I bought from a dealership and had for like 6 years. And so that one died. And I sold it outright. I was working, so I was making over $900 a week. So I just went out and got another car. And that car got killed by somebody who decided to pull into the apartment complex and slammed into the front of my vehicle. So anyways, you guys, I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that I was going to go live today at some point because I had nothing better to do with my time. And I was going to hang out with you guys this afternoon because that's what I do on Saturday. And I had said I would come live this afternoon. And all these things happened that I just couldn't. I was lying in bed half the day and in tears. You know, somebody doesn't have to be blood to be family, okay? They just have to care. They have to love you. You have to love them. And you have to be there for each other. That's what makes family, okay? Knowing that that person always has your back and you have theirs, okay? So we were maybe not born as family, but we were family. And you guys, I'll say it right now. I have over 35 sisters. And they've been there for me all my life, and I love and appreciate every one of them. Yep. And I have people that moderate for me that are on my YouTube channel that I've known for years, and they're like family too. They got my back and I got theirs. So these are always people that I will care about, that I'll always be there for. And that's one thing about me. If you get to know me, you'll find out that I got your back. That's if you're close to me. George, I'm gonna be okay. I'm depressed, but I'll be okay. But I wanted to explain to everybody why I wasn't live today, and why I didn't come on earlier, why I didn't do a live stream. I had to deal with this, and then this evening I have to deal with that car, junk piece of car, wheels falling off of it. Yeah. I don't even have a jack in the back of my car. That's not even funny. You gotta have a certain jack to put a tire on a car, and I don't even know how to put the tire on, because that's one thing. This car has weird freaking locking caps. Like, these caps are weird. You can't even get to a lug nut. This gotta go to a shop so they can do it. So it's round, like a round disc thing. It's got disc brakes or whatever. And I can't even figure out how to get past that. So that's got to go to a shop to be done. Just weird looking. The front you can see the lug nuts, but the back you can't. Okay, Richard, bring yourself down here and come do my tires. Richard says, I have a jack, jumpers, and most tools. Well, let me see here. I used to have all the tools that I would need for a car, but they were in the back of that 94 Crown Victoria. When that car was smashed, I lost every tool that I had. And I had some pretty good tools, so if I had needed to have tools, I had them. But I don't have any tools anymore because they were all in the back of that car, and we weren't able to get into the trunk because it was smashed. So I lost everything that was in the trunk of that car. All right, you guys, I love you. I just wanted to come on and let you guys know what's going on. Let y'all know that I'm going through something and that I could use your prayers. And if you want to help out, I add a PayPal below the video. I'm hoping that I don't get up tomorrow morning to any more bad news. I'm hoping tonight that I can sleep. I wasn't able to sleep all night. I don't know why. It was just like... It's been the last few nights. I like go to sleep and then wake up at like 12 o'clock at night and go back to sleep and wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go back to sleep and wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm waking up every 2 hours. You have a jack and it's a car jack. Is it the right kind of jack for my car? Let me see if I can show y'all something. Okay, tire on Chevy Equinox. So the back looks, let me see if I can find a picture of it so you can see what the back looks like. Disc brakes. Let me see if I can show you, because the back is like the back looks like this kind of, but it looks different because you can't see the tire, or you can't see where the lug nuts are. Let me see. It looks like this, but you can't see the holes there. It looks like a white piece, and then the thing around it, the tire. So it's like different than this. I have to take a picture during the day so y'all can see it. Uh, well, doesn't want to close. Okay, there you go. So I was trying to show it, but it's different looking. The front, you can see the lug nuts, but the back, you can't. Well, that was weird. I don't know why that didn't want to close. Pay the gas and a payoff to get past the border. If I had the money, I would give you the gas money and a payoff to get past the border. The scissor jack. You know what? That's another thing. I had a floor jack in the back of that other car. You know, one of those ones that you pump up? Yeah, I had one of those. You use that jack for your big scooter? At this rate, I might be getting me a scooter. Hey, that might be simpler. A scooter. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. It is 9:15 here. I just wanted to get on and let y'all know what happened with my day. I love you guys. And tomorrow's Sunday, so I may do a live stream tomorrow, depending on what happens with earthquakes around the world. Or I might just come on and chat for a while. If not, I will see you all on Monday. Anyways, you guys, get you one of those e-machines. I've heard those are good. The electronic little bikes. Alright, you guys, I love you. And I will chat at y'all tomorrow. Richard, thank you for being here. George, thank you for being here. Everybody else who stopped by, checked out the video, thank you for being here. I love y'all. And I will see you all tomorrow or Monday. Richard, no problem. Poems are fine. All right. Guys, y'all have a great night wherever you are in the world. Please be safe. Much love.